Hi, okay, so I hope you're ready. Today we are going to be talking about the habits that you have that are limiting your progress. As I've been saying in a number of our videos recently, the big issue about growing and moving to a higher level of who we could be is we've got to change on the inside before we can see it on the outside. So today I have 4 questions. I don't have all the answers, I have the questions instead for you to consider as you're trying to make progress, because you've got to think about what are you doing that's keeping you stuck. It's not everybody else on the outside. um yes, people can influence and cause delays, but they're not the ones that will stop you. It's what's in here that's going to stop you. So what are you doing that's keeping you stuck? Here are some possible suggestions. So I encourage you to ask yourself if these things are manifesting in your life, and if so, think about ways to get rid of them. Number 1, um, you're just trying to spend less money without a plan to earn more. Okay, the reason that this is a problem is because, as we can see right now with what's happening in the economy, inflation and outside forces can limit where you're going. So if you're just trying to spend money and spend money, you'll feel increasingly deprived. You'll be very frustrated because the things around you, when you see that you can buy less and less and less, it's not just so much cutting back. Prices will continue to go up, so you feel this sense of being crushed in the middle. Instead, start looking for ways to build streams of income. Remember, I've talked about in multiple videos, finding ways to pay off a bill using a part-time job or a side gig or some kind of thing that you're doing, or an investment that's just going to that one area, in addition to paying down bills and paying off debts and not replacing them. Number 2, wasting time on social media, she says as she records her video. But really, I started to evaluate how much time I was spending in things and what they were really contributing to my life. And I think we now, because we feel like we're learning something, like I'm a huge fan of documentaries. But when I was in my early 20s, I could watch the History Channel and I might watch an hour, maybe 2 of a documentary on the weekend, because there wasn't something I wanted to see all the time. The problem is now we have access to things that interest us all the time, and we don't realize how much time we actually spend. I realized today I spent 2 hours learning about a topic that was just more an interest. It wasn't something I needed to know now or necessarily needed to spend the time on today to learn. And that's where the line between learning and entertainment, growing and wasting time happens. Spend time reading a targeted book, like we talked about in the series on how to come out better. Start to look at how many hours you're spending doing things. Whenever you go on social media, set the stopwatch on your phone and then turn it off when you stop, and don't cheat. You will be astounded at how much time you're actually spending on just random, what we would have called entertainment in the past. You know, when I was a kid, we weren't allowed to be on the phone for more than a half an hour. If we were on the phone for an hour, we'd get in trouble with our parents. That's because everybody shared a single line. But it was also because we respected our time more, because we realized it had value. Because everybody had to share that one thing. Now that we each have our own individual thing, we don't realize the impact that we're having on ourselves. Not so much other people, they can still make their calls and do what they need to do, but the impact we have on others by our lack of presence. Number 3, are you developing relationships, business relationships, not just liking someone's post, but actually learning from people and exchanging real live ideas? Are you sitting down for tea or even for an actual conversation, even by internet together, not just texting, not just liking a post, not just some kind of entertainment, but really engaging in dialogue and conversation to grow and develop in an industry? And number 4, you're not becoming a better person. Are you not becoming a better person? What is keeping you stuck? You're not growing to become that next level person. There are things that you are going to have to give up, and there are things that you're going to be able to keep, and there's new things you're going to be able to do, and there's relationships that will grow old as you outgrow things. When you were in kindergarten, first, second grade, elementary, you outgrew those things and moved to a next level. It's not bad. It's not because you think you're better than other people. It's because your interests shift and change. If you have relationship with these people, you can go back and still maintain that relationship. However, you'll spend more time with the people who are now where you're trying to be. Again, this is not about using people. This is about personal growth. This is about professional growth. So, what are you doing that's keeping you stuck? Are you just trying to cut back without doing any growth? Are you spending a bunch of time goofing off instead of investing in yourself? Are you not developing relationships? Are you just chit-chatting rather than going deep and developing those mentorship type of relationships? And are you growing as a human being? Yes or no? These are the questions you need to ask yourself honestly. So you probably won't want to put them in the comments, but I would love to hear about some other topics that you would like to see on a future video, and I will see you there. Bye.